What's up everybody and welcome to this dream card for Survivor Series. My objective here isn't to make a believable card or to predict anything. I'm just going to pick 8 matches where I think altogether would produce the greatest possible version of this pay-per-view. And speaking of it, here is the full card. And for the first match, I'm going to pick Andrade versus John Morrison. Now that Raw and SmackDown are officially 2 separate brands of WWE, a Survivor Series between them finally means something more than ever. So Raw vs SmackDown is back on the menu and this first match is here to set the tone. In this scenario, I'm picking Andrade representing Raw to face a mystery opponent from SmackDown. Now imagine the surprise if John Morrison chose this moment to make a shocking return and kick off Survivor Series with a bang. In addition to that, it is the perfect spot for them to showcase their talents with a swift-paced matchup. I mean, since they both have a heavy Lucha Libre background, this face-to-face will be explosive for sure. Now you can also add Melina in Morrison's corner as the cherry on top, and you have, I think, the perfect opponent for Survivor Series. Then I'm gonna pick United States Champion Kevin Owens versus Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. To be honest, I could have kept AJ Styles as US Champion since AJ vs Nakamura definitely meets the criteria of a dream match, but since we already had some matchups between them not so long ago, I switched him with Kevin Owens, and for good reasons. Now that Kevin seems to be back on the good side, his path of redemption should lead him to the US Championship once again. It might actually happen sooner than expected. If so, I would love to see KO face the IC champ. First of all, I think it would produce one hell of a match, no doubt about that, and most importantly, the presence of Sami Zayn in Nakamura's corner makes it even better. It would be a wonderful opportunity for a new chapter of the Sami and Kevin storyline, at least for one night only. Following that, we got the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions in action with the Street Profits versus the Revival. Well, if you're watching me since I started doing videos, I think it's pretty easy to figure out that the Revival is my favorite team. I probably use them in all my dream cards. Unfortunately, even if they are tag champs, they are not really on a great level like they were in NXT, but you can't blame them, it's not really their fault. They are actually one of the most important teams backstage. And speaking of it, there is one team that went from backstage to the main, and that's the Street Profits. To be fair, I wasn't convinced about them going to the main roster doing segments every Monday night, but since then everything is looking quite promising, and I would love to see them as champions to face the Revival at Survivor Series. And now here we go for the first elimination match of the night with team captains, the OC and the New Day. I personally think that the OC and the New Day are definitely the best possible captains for this year's tag team elimination match. This is actually a confrontation that a lot of people, including me, would like to witness. The thing is, this scenario including the full teams isn't going to happen anytime soon. I mean, Xavier Woods is injured, the Hardy Boys aren't coming back anytime soon, Black and Ricochet are not teaming up anymore, and even if I would love to see these 2 team returns, the Bar and the Usos are out. But hey, this is a dream match after all. So here it is. Next match is going to be a battle of the Women's Champions, Becky Lynch versus Bayley. If there's one match that might actually happen for real at Survivor Series, it's definitely this one, and I love this matchup for one particular reason. As you all saw a few weeks ago, Bayley finally snapped and embraced her dark side with a heel turn out of nowhere. She completely changed both physically and mentally and acquired a new badass attitude that was probably sleeping deep down in her mind for quite some time. Does that remind you of somebody? Basically, Bayley is following the path of Becky Lynch. If so, reaching the man's level isn't going to be an easy task though. And thing is, if you want to be the man, you get to beat the man. And I would love to see that at Survivor Series. For the second elimination match, we get Raw's captain Charlotte Flair and SmackDown's captain Sasha Banks. I think these 2 egomaniacs are the perfect team captains for Survivor Series, at least if you want to see a match where the leaders might screw everything up for their own objectives. I mean, there's no need to explain what would Charlotte and Sasha do to take the advantage on the other. And if that means screwing up your own partners and even your own brand, expect them to do exactly that. And I think it is one of the best factors of a traditional Survivor Series elimination match. One person's heart could save the team, and the selfishness of another might cost them all. And thing is, this women's match is based exclusively on the second part. Now here we go for one of the main event, Bray Wyatt as the Universal Champion versus WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. First of all, I know this one isn't logical since Bray is on SmackDown, but like I said, I didn't plan to make a believable card. But with Wyatt actually having a shot at the Universal Championship at Crown Jewel, there's still hope for those who want. The end result doesn't really matter though. I just would like to see the next chapter of one of Bray Wyatt's most important storyline before WWE ruin his Finn character, if that's not already done. And I talk about the feud between him and Daniel Bryan. I would love to see these two interact once again now that both of them completely changed since the last time they met. For me, they are one of the few who possess some incredible abilities at creating a special and unique character based on their own personalities, and I'm curious to see where this would go if these two face each other with their current state of mind. And finally, for the main event, we got the last elimination match with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns as team captains. My goal here was to follow the blueprints of the women's elimination match while taking it to another level. It is simple. These are the most problematic teams possible. Literally everyone is a time bomb. Someone stumbles? Oh shit, this match is now a battle royal! Now imagine Rollins and Reigns as team captains. Both of them are proud and would love to lead their brand to victory. But here? I'm pretty sure they would rather team up together than going through this. And then there's R-Truth, who doesn't even know what the hell he's doing here. Literally nobody knows what the hell he's doing here. Him alone is probably going to create more awkward situations than everyone else combined. I mean, in this scenario, this match would be filled with shenanigans from start to end. If not, where's the fun? And for me, this is the perfect way to end the Survivor Series. And this is the end. That's my dream card for Survivor Series. Tell me what you think about it. I hope you liked it, hope you liked the new graphics package I made. If so, please consider subscribing. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you once again this Sunday, for this time, at least probably, the card predictions for Survivor Series. Until then, stay safe everyone, hope you have a great crown jewel. Bye bye.